We are live. My name is David, and this is my session for response. And in this response, I am responding to the question, what professional development happens in your organization? Would you like to see in your organization? I don't work for an organization these days, but I belong to some organizations, so I will, in this response, address what happens, what professional development happens in the organizations to which I belong. First of all, at Hong Kong U, I belong to a student body, the research postgraduate students in the Faculty of Education. And although this isn't an organization per se, this is a body, and since I am the one of the research student coordinators for the research postgraduate students in the Faculty of Education, I do have a responsibility to develop my constituents, or at the very least care for their well-being, provide welfare for them in Cantonese, as we would say in Cantonese. So one thing that we're doing to develop the students is running salons, and this evening we'll be running a salon on student-supervisor relationships. It's actually more of a lesson, I believe, a structured sharing session. And our purposes, you can read them here, and the intended learning outcomes are here. I'm trying to make this definitely OBTL compatible, and the purpose of this development is to share and disseminate good practices for student-supervisor relationships, because I've heard anecdotally that some students are struggling in their relationships with their supervisors, and likewise maybe some supervisors are struggling in their relationships with their students. So what we want to do in this student-led professional development salon is to get students to share, to open up in a structured way, and then hopefully they'll be able to come away with some significant deep learning and about this topic, about good practices, as well as an action plan. They'll be able to actually make changes to their practices in their relationships with their supervisors, and be held accountable for it as well. So we're going to try this tonight, this student-supervisor relationship salon for research postgraduate students. Okay, let's move on. I belong to Solomon's Porch. This is an organization, and in this instance, it's really hard to elaborate on professional development. Again, this is an organization, and how are these people who belong to this organization developed? I can think about the activities, and in speaking about the activities, there's always Sunday service, and in that lecture-based session, that could be considered professional development. When people meet for small groups, house church, as we see over here, this tutorial-based section could also be considered professional development. But then, again, in talking about all of this, what exactly are we developing in this organization? And I think we are developing one's ability to love, and one's ability to be morally upright, emotionally stable. And again, this is all from a very secular point of view. Yeah, so I guess this is the type of professional